This lasagna is incredible. I can't believe it's plant-based.
And low protein too. We are really thriving on this diet.
In this video, the simple diet hack that saved 92 end-stage kidney patients from dialysis in just 7 days. Catherine here, I'm a doctor of natural medicine. Imagine this for a moment. Imagine your kidneys are a car speeding towards a cliff. That cliff is dialysis. Now imagine pulling the handbrake and doing a complete U-turn in just 7 days. How? With the easiest, most effective dietary intervention I have ever seen. In this recent study, 92 patients with diabetes and advanced CKD were simply told what to eat and what to avoid. And the results were unbelievable. Look at these numbers. 92 patients, average GFR of 11.7, average proteinuria 4.8. For those who don't know, these numbers are way past the danger zone. With a proteinuria of 4.8, your doctor isn't just concerned. He is probably hiding in your bushes with a portable dialysis machine just waiting for you to blink. But none of these 92 patients blinked. After learning the 7 simple diet hacks I will show you today, none of the 92 patients ended up on dialysis. 0. Despite the diabetes, despite the kidney failure, they were saved. And the best part, their proteinuria dropped by 3 times. And the rate of their kidney decline slowed down by 5 times. So let's do exactly what they did. 1 simple tip per day. Yes, we are going to do a 7-day challenge, and do not miss the last tip. That one is the key that makes the whole diet effortless. Before that, let's start with day 1. Here is a simple tip to drop your creatinine levels fast. Add more fiber. More than you think. A lot more. When it comes to protecting your kidneys from advanced CKD, fiber is rule number 1. Because here is the mistake most people make. They think fiber is just about going to the bathroom. Wrong. Think of fiber as the garbage truck of your body. Without it, the trash piles up. The toxins stay in your blood. It is even more important than reducing potassium. It is even more important than cutting protein. Nothing beats fiber. We used to tell patients to eat white rice. Now, we give them a list of whole grains: oats, bulgur, wild rice, barley. We used to forbid fruit. And now, we tell them to start every meal with a fruit and veggie. The reason? The science. It cannot be any clearer. The more fiber you eat, the better your kidneys work. Fiber supplements have been used to replace dialysis in medical literature. Yes, we have cases where patients are literally avoiding the machine using specialized fiber supplements like Mirena fiber. But they aren't taking a tiny teaspoon. Nope. They are taking tablespoons of fiber several times a day. As this study proves, the effect is dose dependent. Small dose equals small result. Big dose equals big result. So here is the hard truth. Unless your kidney function is already what you want it to be, the amount of fiber you are eating is not enough. Add more. Add more veggies, more fruits, more whole grains. Now. And if you are scared of potassium, or if you can't eat that much food, use a specialized supplement. Try Rena Fiber. Yes, this is exactly why I created Rena Fiber. It gives you that industrial strength, cleaning power without the potassium load. This supplement is incredibly effective, but you want a high dose. I'm recommending my patients to take 6 tablespoons a day because it makes a difference. But remember, food first, Rena Fiber is the weapon, but the diet is the war. So, that is hack number 1. Fill the garbage truck. Now, let's move to day 2. Let's look at a hack so easy you won't believe it works. Replace your bread. Now guys, it is a fact. If you have CKD and you want to improve, you must cut protein. The effectiveness of the low protein diet or LPD is not up for debate. It is the law of gravity for kidney health. But what is new is that patients with diabetes seem to benefit from cutting protein even more than anyone else. I know some of you are shaking your heads. My doctor told me I need protein for my blood sugar. Well, if that's the case, look at the data. In the study we are looking at today, diabetic patients had a threefold reduction in proteinuria, and their kidney decline slowed down by 5 times. Why? Because protein is heavy lifting for your kidneys, and when you have diabetes, your kidneys are already exhausted. Feeding them excess protein is like asking a marathon runner to carry a backpack full of bricks. Collapse is inevitable. So here's my point. If your dietitian is still recommending high protein like it's 2017, run. But what does this have to do with bread? Here is the trap. Modern bread isn't food. It's a science experiment. Look at this label. It's a chemical cocktail. Tons of salt, sugar disguised under 7 different names. Do we really need calcium peroxide and ammonium sulfate in our sandwiches? Those are industrial chemicals. So here's my rule of thumb. If your bread's best by date is farther in the future than yours, don't eat it. But finding good bread is hard. It's harder than finding a nephrologist who doesn't start every sentence with "when you go on dialysis." That is why I created a cheat code. I started recommending my patients this recipe you see on screen right now. This is the cassava starch wrap. It is super easy, it is delicious, and it replaces bread perfectly. So here is the thing. By making these wraps at home, you are not just avoiding ingredients like high fructose corn syrup, calcium peroxide, and ammonium sulfate. You are eliminating the hidden protein. Regular flour has 3 to 4 grams of protein per slice. That adds up fast. Cassava starch, 0. It fills you up, it holds your sandwich together, but it puts 0 load on your kidneys. So take a screenshot right now. This recipe could save your kidneys. And if you think this tip is useful, don't forget to share this video with a friend that needs it. Okay, let's move on. Day 3. Here's a very important fact about the renal diet. This is not a vegan or vegetarian diet. Now, listen to me. When I tell patients to avoid meat and dairy, they panic. Catherine, I could never be a vegetarian. Good. I don't want you to be a vegetarian. Because frankly, most vegetarians eat a terrible diet. Seriously, they always look for loopholes. Yeah, there is nothing that makes me more mad than diet loopholes. The other day, one of my patients was like, "Yeah, I don't need to hear all that crap about eating vegetables. I just found the perfect loophole. Anything can be a vegetable if you hit it in the head hard enough." Okay. Jokes aside, you know who loves loopholes? Big food companies. The fake food industry is booming and it is preying on you. They want you to think vegan means healthy. It does not. Ultra-processed vegan meat, vegan cheese, vegan chips, that is chemical sludge in a green package. And what that stuff does to your kidneys is scary. A huge study proved that eating unhealthy plant-based foods is almost as bad as eating a steak. Look at this. Faster kidney damage, higher mortality. And this was a 20-year study on 2,539 CKD patients. You can't really argue with that. So here is the point. Don't be a vegetarian who eats fake food. Don't fall for the wolf in the sheep's clothing. A renal diet is the opposite of a vegan junk food diet. A renal diet is real food, raw, single ingredient, plants. That is the difference between getting healthy and getting played. Okay, moving on to day 4, the enemy you invite to dinner, salt. Here is the hard truth. When you have CKD, your kidneys stop clearing sodium, and that's a problem. Sodium builds up, it causes swelling, it spikes your blood pressure, it causes kidney damage. It is a vicious cycle of destruction, and you need to stop it now. Because look at this recent study. This is the game changer. Patients who cut their sodium didn't just lower their blood pressure, they literally cut the rate of their kidney failure in half. Look at the numbers. Patients eating salt lost 3 points of GFR in 3 months. Patients on low sodium only lost half of that. Imagine that, making your kidneys last twice as long just by eating less processed junk. Because here is the trap. Do you remember what I was saying about vegan packaged foods? One of the main reasons why they are bad for you is sodium. And most packaged foods are just like that. It's true. The sodium isn't coming from your salt shaker. It is coming from the hidden salt in packaged foods. To improve your kidney function, you need to stay under 1.5 grams a day. That is a tiny amount, and you can blow your entire daily budget in one meal. I'll give you a few examples. Vegetable juice, 1 small can has 600 milligrams. That is almost half your daily allowance. And let's talk about salad dressings. In a review of major brand name foods sold in US stores, salad dressing averaged over 300 milligrams of sodium per just 2 tablespoons. I mean, isn't that crazy? And the ultimate killer, the sandwich. Between the bread, the cured meat, and the cheese, one single sandwich can hit 1500 milligrams. Game over. One lunch and you have destroyed your progress for the day. So listen to me. Avoiding the salt shaker is not enough. Processed food is sabotage. It destroys your efforts. It makes your disease progress twice as fast. Cook at home, control the salt, save your kidneys. Okay, let's move on. Day 5, the flavor hack. If your goal is reducing proteinuria by 3 times, like the patients in our study did, you need to solve one major problem. Without salt, food tastes boring. And here is the trap. You might be tempted to use low sodium salt substitutes. Don't. They are made of potassium chloride. For a kidney patient, that is dangerous. The solution? Medicinal spices. Use them on everything, not just for flavor, but because they are active ingredients in your recovery. So, what are the healthiest spices you can add to your meals? Number 1, turmeric. This isn't just a spice, it is a weapon against proteinuria. Studies confirm daily consumption significantly lowers protein excretion. So sprinkle it on your veggies, make golden milk, make it a daily habit. Number 2, rosemary and oregano. These aren't just for pizza. They are loaded with carnosic acid and flavonoids. These compounds fight the chronic inflammation that is carrying your kidneys. Use them to replace salt in your soups and stews. Use rosemary on potatoes. Number 3, cloves. This is the most powerful antioxidant in your spice rack. And never underestimate antioxidants. They can make a difference. But this spice has a secret benefit. It is a natural painkiller, used since ancient times for toothaches and body pain. If you have chronic pain, using cloves might help you avoid taking NSAIDs, which we know destroy kidneys. Number 4, ginger. This is a must-have for advanced CKD. Why? Because it treats nausea, one of the hardest symptoms to manage when toxins are high. But it does more. It improves circulation. It acts as a gentle diuretic to reduce swelling. It helps bind heavy metals like cadmium. And ginger is one of the most powerful anti-inflammatory foods out there. So here is the rule for day 5. Throw away the salt substitute. Open the spice rack. Make your food medicine. Let's move on. Day 6, the safety net. If you are following the advice from day 2 and day 3, if you are cutting out the meat and processed food to save your kidneys, you have a new problem. You are cutting out the toxins, yes, but you are also cutting out vitamins. So rule for day 6, supplement the missing 2. First, vitamin B12. Listen to me. Plants do not make vitamin B12. If you stop eating meat and you don't supplement these, you will crash. Fatigue, brain fog, and worst of all, anemia. Your kidneys need oxygen. B12 builds the red blood cells that carry that oxygen. Without it, you are starving your kidneys. Second, vitamin D. This is the big one. The patients in our study, the 92 people who saved their kidneys, they could never have achieved those results if their vitamin D was low. Science is clear. Low vitamin D equals rapid kidney decline. It is linked directly to increased proteinuria. You cannot fix the leaks in your kidneys if you don't have the bricks to repair the walls. And getting enough vitamin D from food alone, nearly impossible. It's not a secret that most CKD patients are low in vitamin D. But here is the catch. B12 and D are just the beginning. When you go on a strict renal diet, when you cut out so many food groups to lower toxins, you risk malnutrition. You risk missing out on zinc, selenium, thiamine, the very fuel your kidneys need to repair themselves. And frankly, buying 10 different bottles of vitamins is expensive, and swallowing 10 pills a day is exhausting. That is why I created Rena Best. I didn't want my patients guessing. I didn't want them playing chemist. Rena Best is the only renal multivitamin that gives you the complete safety net. It has the vitamin B12 to prevent anemia. It has the vitamin D to fight proteinuria. And it has the full spectrum of kidney-safe vitamins and antioxidants you need to thrive on a renal diet. And it has the kidney-saving molecule, CoQ10. No other renal multivitamin has it. Rena Best is the all-in-one shield, one capsule, full protection, no guesswork. If you are serious about this diet, you need to support it. Get your bottle of Rena Best at the link in the description. Don't let vitamin deficiency be the reason you fail. Okay guys, let's take a look at the most important tip, day 7, the anti-failure rule. Here is a nugget of wisdom that will save your sanity. Start gradually. Yeah, that's right. Baby steps. Because let's be honest, when I tell patients to replace their steak and fries with kale and berries, they look at me like I just asked them to build a rocket ship using only a spoon. It feels impossible. It feels like climbing Mount Everest naked. But listen to me. You do not need to be perfect by tomorrow. This is not a summer beach body crash diet. You aren't trying to fit into a wedding dress next Saturday. This is a treatment. You want this diet to keep you alive for 10, 20 to 30 years. And if you try to change everything overnight, you will crash. You will be a health saint on Monday. And by Wednesday night, you will be face down in a pepperoni pizza. That is human nature. Also think like a scientist. If you change 10 things at once and you feel terrible, what caused it? Was it the lack of salt, a supplement, the flaxseed? You don't know. So you quit everything. So be smarter. Be a turtle, not a hare. For the next week, I want you to make just one change. Swap one bad meal for a kidney-friendly one. Replace one salty snack with an apple. That's it. Master that. Then add another. That is how you win the war, one bottle at a time. So start today, pick one tip from this video and do it. And if you need help figuring out where to start, watch this video next. And this is all for today. Thank you for watching. God bless you all. Bye-bye.